Great shot there, Shaili. Nice one there.
Tell me a little bit about your victories, your game in India, the rise to the top. What was that journey like? I'm sure it was challenging, as you told us about how you started. But really speaking, you know, what was the sweetest moment of your golfing career?
The sweetest moment? I can tell you about an embarrassing moment. One of the embarrassing moments was when we went, you know, to play in the Queen's Cricket Cup, the third Queen's Cricket Cup in Japan. And, you know, there was Sita Rolli, one of the best players in those days, and myself and Shira Shahid. We arrived, we had, you know, we had clubs which were probably unacceptable for those times. We arrived with cut golf balls, and we didn't have any bag covers. You know, golf bag covers now, everybody's got. So we arrived at Narita Airport with a host of Japanese players, I mean, from different countries, lots of countries. And we suddenly, our bags came out, you know, and they were all lying on the floor, all strung up. And one of the Japanese officials, he said, "Is this how Indians play golf?" They're golf players. So we said, yeah, we are from a, you know, developing country. We don't have very much. And we actually went out and played golf with cut golf balls.
Golf is such a game that lends itself to great looks, great sort of dressing, smart outfits.
Absolutely. I think that the fashion industry, which goes alongside with golf, is thriving. In the growing years, let me tell you, the most refined Gujarati women from Bombay and Maharashtrian ladies, they used to actually come out. I think your generation won't be able to understand this. They used to come out and play golf in saris. Yes.
And they played?
And they played beautiful golf. I'll never forget one particular lady, her name was Mrs. Mariwala. She was a little heavy. And I used to just be, you know, in awe of how they could swing. So they had their pallu tied over and belted. Their arms were free. And they had these little, you know, pouches for their teeth. And in fact, Mrs. Mariwala was too good. She had a little umbrella, black-colored umbrella in those days, with a little fan inside it. So I just said, this is too good. You know, here we come from youngsters, you know, wearing Bermudas and shorts. And look at these ladies, they're so stylish. You know, so it's been an evolving of styles. And in fact, one of my ambitions is to try and play golf in a sari.
That's good. And when you do that, please call me over. That's going to be a photo.
I think so. I think that it'll be lovely. I think one of the most important aspects is fitness. There seems to be some kind of a, you know, shortfall in their fitness program, mental and physical.
So I've picked my club, which is a little more lofted. So I take my stance, my feet pointing left, ball in the middle of my stance. I open the club face a little bit.
I would disagree that survival, it is actually thriving in a slowdown, which in a way is an exception compared to many other sectors. I think one key reflection of this growth is, one can say that the wealth has percolated down to the rural areas.
Flexible benefits wala SBI Life Flexi Smart Insurance. Future guaranteed.
Indian companies have competitiveness. We have very strong competitiveness at the bottom of the pyramid. So companies are leveraging that to expand outside the country. And if we can get our act right and improve supply side logistics in India, then we can bring inflation down the road.
If you think they are excited about T20 cricket, then think again. India's going gaga over ET Now's latest show, Traders 20. It's where India's top 6 analysts meet on the trading pitch every weekday and give you top 20 stock recommendations of the day on Traders 20. Coming soon, only on ET Now.
I think it's really going to be a consequence of our consumption drivers that we spoke about. I think it's going to be the needs of kind of investment and infrastructure. And then I think as more and more people get brought into the banking net, right, that will be an opportunity for the banking system to grow.
So Champika, now that you've had such a sort of, I would say in many ways, highly fruitful golf career yourself, you must be meeting golf players, the best in the world at all points. Who do you think of as your dream 4-ball?
My dream 4-ball would be some like Mr. Gary Player and maybe Mr. Ratan Tata.
Ratan Tata.
And Bill Clinton. Mr. Gary Player is, you know, renowned for his fitness and his wit. He's got a fantastic sense of humor.
Why Tata?
As strong as steel. You know, when we see clips of him, you know, on in the media, he looks very, you know, stoic. He looks very stern, and maybe he needs, you know, Gary Player's humor. Let's put it like that. As far as you know, Bill Clinton is concerned, I think I'm full of admiration for the man. The way he's living with humility, I think it's something which every man should emulate.
What is keeping an Indian victory so elusive? I mean, today I think we can say that even on the men's side. It's been a while, though Anirban has performed lately, but I'm just saying, you know, the big Indian victory.
You know, we've got to give credit to our players. We still fall short in terms of infrastructure. You know, we fall short, you know, on infrastructure. And having said that, then there's equal amount of pressure on golfers to be well educated because, you know, it's a injury-prone sport. I think one of the most important aspect is fitness. There seems to be some kind of a, you know, shortfall in their fitness program, mental and physical. I've got a very personal, you know, viewpoint, Shaili, that when I see a lot of young players in India grooming, in their grooming years, you know, their mind application is very poor. There's somebody or the other applying, you know, the important parts of the game for them rather than them. So what happens is, if you are not in that, you know, training, that you learn to apply yourself. And when I say apply, I don't mean just on the golf course.
Yeah.
That means for everything that you do in your day. You either have a mother, a father, an ayah or a caddy doing all your thinking for you. Okay. Now I find that has been the single most detrimental thing in the grooming of any Indian sportsman golfers. Particularly.
Okay, you know, we always do this rapid fire on the show, and I have to put you through this. We already know about your dream 4-ball and why, but we've got plenty other questions, so I'm going to kick that off right away. Would you play for money or play for fun?
Always for fun. Always for fun. And you know, it's a principle, even while I've been in the last 7, 8, 10 years been playing, we just simply play for caddy money. The whole idea is to try and, you know, get the maximum humor on while playing.
When you play with men and when you play with women, which round do you enjoy the most?
I enjoy playing with men more. You know, most of the people I play with men, they are, you know, very, very long hitters. Okay. And I think my steady game on the fairway psychs them out more than anything else, and they can't get over it.
Is it sweet to beat men on the game?
No question about it.
A hole-in-one on a round of life?
Hole-in-one, for sure. I'm still waiting for my big day.
Big day.
The big
Putter
day.
Or driver?
100% putting.
Favorite Indian golfer?
Jeet Milkha Singh.
Favorite global golfer?
Ernie Els.
Pink, red or blue on the golf course?
Pink, red or blue. That's a difficult. All my 4 favorite colors. I love all 4 of them, but I think maybe pink. Pink is my color.
One golf course that you really want to go play at?
Honestly, go back and play in Gulmarg on the new redesigned golf course.
Fabulous.
That's, I think I'm very proud to say that being from Kashmir, I would still say it's my favorite destination to go and play. That's a good putt.
Champika, there's one question that we were just, hoping to get some sort of sense of direction on is the Olympic Games. 2016, what should we expect women golfers in India doing? What should be the approach? And what is the government doing on its part?
First of all, to prepare for 2016, we are slightly behind schedule. Okay, I'll say that very honestly. The government really needs to, get some kind of a, vision statement, or let's say a paper on accountability and what is going to be, what is required for training players, etc. I think what is required is that clubs across the country as a total Olympic package need to welcome anybody who's aspiring to get there. I think that's a critical thing in the absence of infrastructure which is available for.
So is WGI reaching out to people?
Well, we are certainly trying our best to reach out to clubs.
So the big motto is that they need to really walk the talk, do the action. Time is now, because these 4 years are going to fly and we will be at the Olympics. Thanks so much, Champika.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me there.
Hi, welcome to the Delhi Golf Club. My name is Jasjeet Singh and today's tip is going to be on pitching. So I've picked my club which is a little more lofted. So I take my stance, my feet pointing left, ball in the middle of my stance. I open the club face a little bit, look at where I want to hit the ball, or rather drop the ball, and I take my swing here and try to get under the ball and hopefully drop it in an area which can help the ball get closer to the hole. So the chipping action and the pitching action are a little different. The pitch shot, we've used a little longer swing. Also you notice is when I go through the ball, there is an action of the hips trying to clear out and allowing the club face to get square and under the ball. So if you can get under the ball and use the correct club and make sure that you can give a little height to the ball, I think that can really help you get the ball closer to the hole.
Unfortunately, the governments are not moving fast enough into privatization. Now, the program is there, but it has to be implemented. And the same thing is true of all these other emerging markets, that with volatility, we're going to get a situation where there's a sellout of the market for no good reason.
This October, help your business take the center stage, because Vodafone Drive into the Big League is back. Win a chance to put your logo on the Vodafone McLaren Mercedes car and put your business on the fast track to success. Register now.
Interview. Good luck. I have my good luck. Ma?
Guys, thanks. We found our man. Better luck next time.
Monster.com. Better access, better connections, better jobs. Log on to Monster.com. Find better.
As we gear up for earnings season, find out which trading strategies you should be betting on. The winner for BNSN The Stock Game this week is Rohit Shinde.
Brought to you by Thoda Simple Socho.
More things that can be done which are not politically contentious, which do not require parliamentary approval. I think corporate India and the government should work together. I think the political parties should work together. I think we need a greater sense of urgency than we seem to exhibit, and we have the opportunity.